Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I've got Eric Minishred with Craniologie here in the studio. You guys have got to be jamming at the store right now.
Holy wow,
right?
Is it ever crazy. Well, this is our second year in business. So we opened in Vail in September of last year. Well, we've been in Breckenridge for 7 years.
Yeah.
But our second year in Vail, and boy, we're just getting a ton of return customers that have they loved us last year, and now a new family member needs a helmet, or they saw us last year, and they're just coming in to experience
and they're probably coming in to say, there's been a lot of changes in some of the helmet technology with the new multiple impact program that they're all putting out there. So everybody that got a helmet 2 years ago, now they're all coming in saying, I need to have this MIPS, or you're letting them know, because it's the way to go for sure, right?
Oh, absolutely. Anything you can add to the helmet to make it a little bit safer out there for you is the best way to go. I mean, the slopes are just getting more and more crowded, and you want to keep pushing yourself. So
yeah, I mean, we tend to do that, especially you go out with your friends, you push yourself. So let's let people know what, obviously we have some great helmets here, great brands, and they all contain the MIPS technology.
That's correct. So MIPS is a multi-directional impact protection system. So it's not a multi-impact helmet.
Multi-directional.
Multi-directional, that's correct. So essentially what it's going to do, there's a plastic sleeve inside of the helmet. I think the Quantum has a good one.
This
here.
has a good one to show, yeah. Let's get a little bit of room and you can show it.
So inside the helmet, there's going to be a little plastic sleeve, and it's connected to the helmet with rubber bands, and it allows for 2 to 5 millimeters of movement upon impact. So you hit your head, the MIPS is going to rotate slightly, which helps to disperse force. And it's actually based around your body mechanics. So inside your skull, your brain lives in a little layer of viscous fluid that allows for your brain to rotate before it impacts your skull.
So it's the same concept in a sense.
Exactly, yeah. These guys out of Sweden, they're brilliant.
Okay, so obviously this is the Smith Quantum. Love this helmet, by the way. Love it, love it.
Brand new helmet for this year for Smith. You got front and rear ventilation. You've got the drinking straw technology, as I like to call it, the choroid, as they call it. It just makes it a little stronger, more impact resistant. And of course, the Fidlock chin strap that you were.
I'm a fan of this. This is one-handed magnetic closure. One-handed with a glove on. Magnets, once again, they're everywhere.
They're so good. Who knew? Yeah.
16 rare earth magnets.
16. How do those work?
I don't know.
I'm not a scientist. I'm just an educator.
Okay. So what else you got? You got some Pret. You got the Giro. And then we have the Anon.
So a brand new helmet from Anon this year as well, the Anon Prime. Again, you do see that MIPS inside of the helmet, that big yellow plastic thing in there. This guy has big ventilation on the top. BOA molded into the helmet. So BOA is a brand out of Denver that makes tightening systems. So inside this helmet, there's a 360-degree ring that will tighten around your head as you tighten the BOA.
Right, okay.
Yeah, also does have a version of Fidlock on this helmet as well.
Their version of it, gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
Now the Pret.
The Pret, lightest weight, lowest profile helmets on the market. Great brands out of Park City, Utah. Just started up about 5 years ago. And again, you've got MIPS in this. You've got the Fidlock system. You've got little pockets inside the ear pads for the Bluetooth speakers. And it's just so light and comfortable. Like, that's the thing that Pret has really excelled at.
And you guys, obviously, you know when you look at somebody when they walk in, kind of the shape of their skull, you're gonna kind of steer them in the right direction, because it's confusing. There's so many options for helmets out there.
It is, for sure. I mean, every single one of these helmets has a slightly different inner shape. So as we measure your head, we also sort of eye up your skull shape, and we can tailor it to a helmet.
You just looked at my skull while you were talking to me.
I did.
Eyeing me up.
I know that Quantum is your helmet, or potentially the Pret. But the Anon's going to be a little more round shape versus the ovular shapes of sort of Giro, Pret, and Smith.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. So where are our stores of the hour?
So we are 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. right now. Tons of hours. We're just on Wall Street. So that's a block away from Bridge Street in Vail Village. Sort of on the intersection where Pepe's and Gorsuch is. You make a right as you're coming up Bridge Street, and we're just right there on your left.
Right on. Good to see you.
Yeah, thanks,
Happy
Mark.
holidays, buddy.
Happy holidays.
Once again, Eric Minishred with Craniologie. Stop by and let them fit you to a helmet. Check out all the great options. There's no reason why no one should be on the mountain without a helmet now, because there's so many great fits and so many great options for everybody. Ashley has a look at your weather coming up next. Lots of sunshine. She's going to let you know.